Hey guys, here's about the Star of Bethlehem, and this one we'll use astrological stuff that I was telling you about. We'll see what the Star of Bethlehem was. And we'll find out that Christ's birthday was in September. And actually his conception happened December 25th, and you can prove that through the planets. And you can go online today and look back to 2 BC and look during those months and see this stuff, okay? We got some points from the Bible here. The Star of Bethlehem was 5 miles south of Jerusalem. And first, this was a western star because the wise men came from the east. So they wouldn't have been following the eastern star. It would have been in the west. But we'll find out just about what this star is. It's 2 planets. A great and wondrous sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, a crown of 12 stars on her head. And this is the woman in travail, you guys, in pain, about to give birth. But this is also, since we're talking about the star here, that was from a different thing, but it's the children of Israel and everything under her feet, and that would be Christ coming to save everyone, whomever will. So this is September 2 or 3 BC. Herod had to ask about the Star of Bethlehem. He didn't know, but it had been happening for 9 months, you guys, and they were outside all the time, and that's what you did, was look at the stars. So you can see that his life was, not just because he didn't look at the stars, but his life was occupied with stuff, as you guys well know, the history of him. Jupiter was rising, right? You got the king planet, and then Regulus, the king star. You see Christ, and you got God in there, and right? Okay, the king planet Jupiter is 11 times the diameter of the Earth, about 12 years to get around the sun. It's a gas giant. Retrograde motion is when you're watching something from a moving platform, if you guys don't know about that. So you got these things moving. You guys have been studying with me will get more out of this. Jupiter passed 3 times, okay, the king planet, and we got the king star Regulus. So Jupiter was crowning Regulus, and this is in the Judah constellation. This was happening. This crowning Leo is the constellation where Regulus is being crowned. Okay, the 12 tribes of Israel that Christ came, salvation to whomever will, all nations, all children, came from Judah, the Lion of Judah. Genesis 49, you are a lion's cubs, O Judah. You return from the prey, my son, like a lion. He crouches and lies down like the lioness. Who dares to rouse him? The scepter will not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until he comes, to whom it belongs, and the obedience of the nations in his. See? So to all the enemies are made his footstools. So we got that, you guys, and then we learn, that in that way Herod, because he had when he heard there was a king, they started killing the babies, remember? He ordered the murder of the sons. And that's our first sons, and you see how the Bible repeats, and like the Egypt and plagues and everything, you guys. So in Leo here, the Virgo, rising moon was at her feet, clothed with the sun. So we got only a small crescent moon on the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah. So everything that it talked about, Venus, the mother planet, and the Venus, the mother planet, close to Jupiter, the king planet. And see all those things in there, and the moon and the stars at her feet, and 2 stars stacked look like the brightest star anyone had ever seen. That's why it drew attention, and it took 9 months. It looked like a figure 8. They didn't block each other's light. They made it look brighter. These are close. These are too close to Earth to view separate when you take a look at them, like straight on as one light. That's what it looks like, one light. Because it's in this bend in here. You see, and Jupiter's loop is over Jerusalem, right over top of it. And then we'll learn about the wise men and stuff. So you see how this, I hope you guys are understanding this. Okay, and then the gifts that were brought, we read about that in 1225, or 1225, and that was 2 BC. 10 BC, or October 10th, the 30th BC, 2 BC, it moved closer. 1125, 2 BC, it moved closer. 1225, 2 BC, the star stops. They arrive about November, looking for, oh, I was supposed to read this over here. September 2 BC, Jupiter and the Leo crowns Regulus. Uprises of Virgo clothed with the sun. The new moon, the Jewish New Year. The moon at Virgo's feet. 9 months later, the biggest planet, Jupiter, comes together with the planet. It's the brightness right over top of Jerusalem. And then I was supposed to read that. They arrive about November looking for the baby. And then they see over Bethlehem, stopped, and there they went in. It was a 5-mile track. They looked up, and that was the Bethlehem star. So that's what brought them in there on that. But we'll continue and see that what the date was here. So on the cross, he died on the 14th. On a Friday, the sky was darkened. The blood moon rose at the enemy, or that evening after the earthquake. Jesus, it was April 3rd, 33 A.D. And if you pay attention to when we looked here, September, October, November, and that takes you up to December, right? So Christ is September 29th. So his is 3. So he was 3.3 months old when those gifts come. And then he died, and if you see my timeline and the other Christmas one I did on this one, it's Jesus was April 3rd, 33 A.D. Jesus was 30 when he started the ministry, and John recalls 3 Passovers. So 33 puts Jesus at 33.3. Because when you learn it was April, and when his birthday. So the Holy of Holies was rent top to bottom, open to all. The eclipse was below the horizon, but couldn't be seen by the naked eye, but the fact stands it was still there. The moon returned to the feet of Virgo. Now it's a full moon, harvest moon, a blood moon. All enemies are my footstool at Christ's choice to give up his spirit when he chose, you guys. This is a beautiful story. And I think I put it in on this channel and some of the videos down there. And if it's not in this one, it's in the other one. And it's just something to think about, guys. All signs God promised in the heavens. He promised you by word. And this is what I mean by confirmation after confirmation. And this was just a little bit. But in this Bethlehem star video, this one guy does. He set out to build it for his daughter. He does an awesome job with it, you guys. You know? And then they were the only reason they had to go back was to take census, so that's why they went back to Bethlehem. Remember, they yelled in the temple and they said, nothing good will ever come out of Bethlehem. And he said that, or nothing good could ever come out of Galilee. But see, he was in there when they went back to take that census. He was born in Bethlehem. So that's where they had to go back. But you guys know what I'm saying. And the stars, he marks it. It's God's handiwork. And just to think, all that was there in his perfect timing with Christ and the birthday and Christmas. If you look at that word Mass, you guys, that was the Mass of the Spirit. And he was placed in that womb upon conception. And Luke, the book of Luke documents it. In the course of Obadiah and Zechariah, it wasn't the 25th, and the sheep were still in the field. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye.